Okay, my name is Terry Provo, and I'm a chronic pain patient. I have 11 vertebrae from my neck to my butt that are destroyed in one way or another. I met Peanut Butter 4 years ago. At the time, I was approximately 75 pounds heavier. I used to walk with a cane or a walker with some kind of assistance. I was on all the narcotic regimen that they put us all on, and all the effects that come with that. When I met these guys, I was a lot heavier and had a hard time getting around. I saw the Rick Simpson's video, thanks to Peanut Butter, and it changed my life. I came to the conclusion that I was going to treat myself with this oil or I was going to die trying. Before I was in a wheelchair, not after. I had literally lost most of the feeling in my legs. They do the test with the needles and they electrocute your legs and stuff, and the nerve damage was substantial in my legs. I've been treating myself with the Rick Simpson's oil for a little over a year now. And for the first time since 2003, this spring, I came out of my bedroom in the morning and I put my feet on the ground and I could feel the floor on the bottoms of my feet, which is something that I haven't experienced since 2003. Again, I'm going to say this, I'm no longer on any of the narcotics and the pain pills and all that stuff. I treat myself with cannabis, the extraction oils that Peanut Butter and my other friends make, and Rick Simpson's oil. All I can say is, the doctors, I'm sure by now, thought I was going to be in a wheelchair, and I was almost there back in 2008 when this law passed. This is something that they can't hide this from us anymore, and people like Peanut Butter and the rest of them that are standing up there, they're telling the people, they're showing the people with the stories that we heard today. It's just something that we all have to work together, and it's real. This is not some joke that, I'm walking testament to the fact that there's a lot to this medicine that people just don't share, and, we want to make it so that everybody knows about it, and not just the rich. And that's pretty much the quick version of my story, There's more, of course, but I don't want to waste other people's time, but,
So what do your doctors say?
I have not been to a doctor since January of 2009, and that was only because a judge ordered me to go to a doctor. There's a whole nother story here. I got permission from a judge to use marijuana while I was on probation for marijuana because I stopped breathing twice in October of 2009. So I was forced to learn this law, like Uncle Pete was talking about earlier. I was forced to study this law, and I was fortunate enough to meet people like Victor Hansen's and Swampy and Peanut Butter. And, again, when this happened to me, the judge even said, obviously you're a patient. And when I got up there next time, she didn't even recognize who I was. Okay, I've got videos of all these proceedings that happened. That's my testimony because I don't go to a doctor. I have videos of me in a court proceeding where an investigative journalist, a friend of mine, could not pick me out of the video. He said, I hear your name, but I don't see you and I was standing right in front of him. I don't know what more to say without sounding like an idiot, so,
Whatever you're comfortable with, man, it's cool.
There's a lot to...
And we can always add to it later, like I said.
Right. There's a whole nother story. Besides the medical aspect of it, I fought a criminal thing that was intense for about 19 months because I got raided by a task force after a judge gave me permission to use marijuana while on probation for marijuana. And 5 months later, TNT is at my door,
TNT, who's the
Traverse City Narcotics Team.
Okay.
And I had, they said 70 plants. I had no cards. I didn't even have my own card, But my case was dismissed, but it wasn't due to anything that the lawyers did, because most of our lawyers are lazy and don't want to do what has to be done here. And, you know, that's what 3MED is going to try to do, if anything, you know, protect the patients and caregivers. Because Pete can't do what he's doing as long as the patients and the caregivers are getting arrested. They're interfering with our treatment of sick people, and it's got to stop. And that's where I'll leave that.
Perfect.